Hey guys, good morning. Welcome to my new video. Now the time is today's morning 6 o'clock and I am shooting this video for you to improve your knowledge about the Customs Act 1962, Import Export Goods Clearance, about the Customs Act 1962. The act has been implemented from 1st February 1963 and the act has been built in the year 1962. So guys, in the previous videos we have already seen up to the chapter number 7 up to the section number 51. So section number 1 to section number 51, we have already seen all these sections in my previous videos. If you want to watch these videos, please visit my channel and watch and improve about your knowledge about the Customs Act 1962. So in this video we are going to see the chapter number 8. And what is chapter number 8? Goods in transit. In the same, we are going to see section 5. How many sections in this chapter? There are 5 sections in this chapter. Chapter number 8, goods in transit. Chapter number 8, goods in transit. Section number 52. The provisions of this chapter shall not apply to baggage, postal articles, and stores. Section number 53 is transit of certain goods without payment of duty. Section number 54 is transshipment of certain goods without payment of duty. Section number 55 is liability of duty where goods transited under section 53 or transshipped under section 54. So section number 55 is liability of duty on goods transited under section 53 or goods transshipped under section 54. Section number 56 is transit of certain class of goods subject to prescribed conditions. So section 56 is transport of certain class of goods subject to prescribed conditions. So here in this chapter we are going to see sections 5. In the same, section number 52 is this chapter shall not apply to baggage, postal articles and stores. Section 53 is transit of goods without payment of duty. Section 54 is transshipment of certain goods without payment of duty. Section 55 is liability of goods where goods transited under section 53 or transshipped under section 54. Section 56 is transport of certain classes of goods subject to prescribed conditions. So now we are going to see in details the sections. Section number 52 here is chapter not to apply to baggage, postal articles and stores. So the provisions of this chapter shall not apply to clause A baggage, clause B goods imported by post or clause C stores. Section 53 is transit of certain goods without payment of duty. In the same, subject to the provisions of section 11. What is section 11? Section 11 is prohibitions on importation and exportation of goods. Okay. So, subject to the provisions of section 11, where any goods imported in a conveyance and mentioned in the arrival manifest or import manifest or the import report, as the case may be, as for transit in the same conveyance to any place outside India or to any custom station, the proper officer may allow the goods and the conveyance to transit without payment of duty subject to such conditions as may be prescribed. So, if the goods are going from India in the same conveyance, so in the so on that goods, custom duty is not applicable. Custom duty is not required to pay at the time of transit of goods, but custom duty is applicable. But if the goods has arrived at Navashiva port and they are going to into the any ICD from that port by rail or by vehicle. So on the same transit till the destination of the same ICD, the duty is not liable to pay. And if when goods are reached at ICD, that time the importer have to pay the duty on that goods only. So section number 53 is transit of certain goods without payment of duty. Section number 54 is transshipment of goods without payment of duty. Section 54 is transshipment of certain goods without payment of duty. Subsection 1. Where any goods imported into a customs station are intended for transshipment, a bill of transshipment shall be presented to the proper officer in such form and manner as may be prescribed, provided that where the goods are being transshipped under an international treaty or bilateral agreement between the government of India and the government of a foreign country, a declaration for transshipment instead of bill of transshipment shall be presented to the proper officer in such form and manner as may be prescribed. Subsection 2. Subject to the provisions of section 11. What is section 11? Section 11 is prohibition on importation and exportation of goods. So, in the subsection 2, subject to the provisions of section 11, where any goods imported into a customs station are mentioned in the arrival manifest or import manifest or import report, as the case may be, as for transshipment to any place outside India, such goods may be allowed to be so transshipped without a payment of duty. Okay, so section number 54, transshipment of certain goods without payment of duty. So subsection 3 here is where any goods imported into a customs station are mentioned in the arrival manifest, import manifest or in the import report, as the case may be, as for transshipment clause A, to any major ports as defined in the Indian Ports Act 1908, 15 of 1908, or the customs airport at Mumbai, Calcutta, Delhi or Chennai, or any other customs port or customs airport which the board may by notification in the official gazette specify in this behalf. Or clause B, to any other customs station, the proper officer is satisfied that the goods are bona fide intended for transshipment to such customs station. The proper officer may allow the goods to be transshipped without a payment of duty, subject to the such condition as may be prescribed for the due arrival of such goods or the customs station to which transshipment is allowed. Okay. So, section 54 is transshipment of certain goods without payment of duty. So, the goods have to be mentioned in the import manifest, arrival manifest or import report. When they arrived into the Indian port and after they are going to outside India, they should be filed a bill of transshipment for the same goods. On that time, the payment of duty Custom duty is not applicable on that goods. Okay. Section number 55 here is liability of duty on goods transited under section 53 or transit under section 54. Section 55 is liability of duty when goods transited under section 53 or goods transit under section 54. In the same, where any goods are allowed to transited under section 53 or transit under section subsection 3 of section 54 to any custom station, they shall, on their arrival at such station, be liable to duty and shall be entered in like manner as goods are entered on the first importation thereof, and the provisions of this act and rules and regulations shall so far as may be apply in relation to such goods. So once again I am repeating, where any goods are allowed to be transited under section 53 or transit under section 50 subsection 3 of section 54 to any custom station, they shall on their arrival at such custom station be liable to duty and shall be entered in like manner as goods are entered on the first importation thereof, and the provisions of this act and any rules or regulations shall so far as may be apply in relation to such goods. So section 55 is liability of duty when goods transited under section 53 or transit under section 54. So section number 56 is transport of certain classes of goods subject to prescribed conditions. So in the same, imported goods may be transported without a payment of a duty from one land custom station to another, and any goods may be transported from one port of India to another part through any foreign territory subject to such conditions as may be prescribed for the due arrival of such goods at the place of destination. So section number 56 is transport of certain classes of goods subject to prescribed conditions. In the same, imported goods may be transported without a payment of duty from one land customs to station to another land customs station, and any goods may be transported from one part of India to another part to any foreign territory subject to such conditions as may be prescribed for the due arrival of such goods at the place of destination. So in the chapter number 8 there is 5 sections: section number 52, section number 53, section number 54, section number 55, and section number 56. So section number 52 is chapter not to apply to baggage, postal articles, and stores. Section 53 is transit of certain goods without payment of duty. Section 54 is transshipment of certain goods without payment of custom duty. Section 55 is liability of duty goods transited under section 53 or transit under section 54. Section 55 is liability of duty goods transited under section 53 or transit under section 54. Section 56 is transport of certain class of goods subject to prescribed conditions. So these 5 sections are also very important in the Customs Act 1962. So we have seen in this video the chapter number 8. What is chapter number 8? Chapter number 8 is goods in transit. Goods in transit. Chapter number 8 of the Customs Act 1962, 52 of 1962. Chapter number 8 is goods in transit. So guys, that's it in this video. We will meet again in the next video with another chapter and with another sections. Till then, bye bye and take care.